back to the. Welcome back to the. Hey. Welcome back to the poo. Welcome back to the pee. Welcome back to the poo. Welcome back to the pshaw. Welcome back to the goons. Goons.
Not the best drop.
Welcome back to the
fan in the audience.
You like that one.
Now do it in a polyrhythm.
Welcome back to the pool.
Oh, he's getting crazy.
Welcome back to the.
Okay, all right.
That frequency was not fun.
Okay.
A little too crazy for you, huh?
If somebody's
Goons
listening in their
podcast,
car,
wake
they're gonna
up.
think they just got like honked at by somebody in a
Dude,
little Fiat.
somebody. Okay, did you guys get the DM of the guy that rolled his car listening to the Goons?
No, what did you?
No.
Dude, there was a guy that DM'd me the other day on Instagram, and he was like taking multiple pictures of his car rolled over, and he said he was listening to the Goons podcast when that happened.
Let's
Damn, he must be
go.
strong
That's
to
fucking
pick up
awesome,
his
dude.
whole car and roll it over.
We are
Yeah,
almost the
send-
last thing
send
you
the
heard on this
pictures.
planet.
Send the pictures to us before you send it to insurance.
Yeah. We're the first people you
Yeah,
should
really.
tell, not your insurance. We need to know.
We'll let Allstate know what happened. It's all
Yeah,
good.
we'll text them. We'll send them. We'll let them know.
That's hilarious, but yeah, it was.
That should be our thought.
wonder-
Hope you are
Sky.
He
okay.
No.
Nah, I'm pretty sure he was okay. I mean, if he's outside taking pictures
Well,
of
yeah,
it,
if
and,
he's
like,
taking photos,
yeah,
If he's
Well, I
listening
mean, his
to
leg could
us,
be at a
he's
right
not
angle
okay
sideways,
mentally
but-
at all.
that is true. Yeah,
that is also a fair point, Soup.
He
That
needs
is a very
help.
Fair point. Yeah, he does need help.
I wonder what episode he was listening to.
I don't know.
I don't want to speculate, because then that gives like a lawyer some room to do something, you know?
Yeah, don't get too
Shouldn't.
specific.
True.
Yeah, we actually probably have told people to crash their vehicles multiple times while listening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, yeah, we should probably not say anything. Anywho, how's everyone doing? It's been
Very
a bit
good.
since
It
Full
has.
Goons podcast. Because
Last
Yeah,
week
it's
we
been
just
last
didn't
week,
even do
right?
shit. Last week
Yeah, what the fuck happened there? Why did
we
all just
tried.
not-
I mean,
Everybody was gone.
Soup was
Try.
out of town.
I was away.
There
You're
is no
away.
try. There's either do or do not. You ever heard yoga? Yoda? Say
Yoga?
that?
Yoga.
Heard of yoga, bitch?
Yoga? I've ever heard a yoga woman say anything? No.
Yeah.
They just
Even if
inhale and exhale.
they do talk, don't listen to them,
Yeah,
please.
don't listen to those ones.
For the sake of your sanity, just avoid them.
Anyway.
Avoid Zems.
Anyway, Soup, how was your tour, buddy? I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
He's good.
Okay, all right, on to the
right.
next topic.
On to
Blarg, how was your trip?
What?
I said, Blarg, how was yours? Next
Oh,
topic.
I didn't hear what you
All
said.
right,
Yeah,
on to the next
well, now
one.
I feel like I can't give a real answer.
All right, McNasty, how was yours?
Good.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Okay.
Like,
Dude, what
and
have you been up to?
Spotify.
No, wait,
House.
hold on. What'd you do?
Move house.
All right,
Nice.
cool.
All right. That's
nice.
a podcast. That's
Perfect.
A podcast.
Yeah.
Like on
Fantastic.
Spotify, Code Goons.
I guess I'll go first since Blarg asked me first.
I did do that.
My tour has been going good. We're not done.
No,
You're
you're
not
not
done
gonna
yet.
tell us the whole thing in that accent. No way.
We're not done. We got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We still have 4 more shows we got to do.
Hell yeah.
We've done 2 shows. Our first show was at I guess I'll just say the name of this place because it's already kind of public information. Called The Nick in Birmingham, Alabama. And that place was literally, bro, I mean, it was a dive bar, literally a bar.
Okay.
There's literally no other way to describe it. Just straight up a bar with a stage with a big-ass American flag behind it. And at first, it was kind of like, oh, this is pretty sick. You know, it's kind of cool to be playing like a little dive bar.
Yeah.
The area that it was in, not
good.
Not
not
good.
great.
Not surprised.
Little sketch. But everyone that showed up was super cool. We got there pretty early because usually when you go play a venue, they want you to get there early to load in all your equipment
Yeah.
before people start showing up and all that. And yeah, we got there, I think around like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and there was just nothing but old people in the bar. And there was this like 80-year-old dude sitting there at like
80?
4 p.m.
Oh, you
I
mean
mean, he was
old,
old as fuck. Maybe 70. Definitely 70
okay.
pushing 80.
Oh, he's
though.
a spring chicken then.
Yeah. Like, maybe not God, I
Just
don't know.
like extra old, like
He's
yeah,
old.
he was up there. He was
like
up
not,
there, like
not
white.
60. He didn't just hit 60.
Not like in a wheelchair hooked up to a saline bag, drooling out of
But
his
like on
mouth.
the cusp.
but
Yeah, like
wrinkly as all hell.
one beer away from that point though.
Yeah.
And he had like super white hair, and he was kind of sitting at the bar alone. But he also had some friends or whatever. I don't know what was going on. Weird situation. But he was fucking plastered, dude. At like 4 p.m., like had to have been blackout drunk. And he was like screaming and shit. But he wasn't being violent. He was just like really excited that bands were coming to play and just like
Hell yeah.
screaming and everything. And I walked past him because I was like bringing my shit in. And he was like, "Hey, come here." I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "You gotta play the show." I was like, "What?" He's like, and he's like, "Yeah, man, yeah." And he was like, he gave me a hug and was like, "Let me buy you a shot." And I was like, "I'll do a shot after we play or whatever." He's like, "No." You're drinking, buddy. You're no. Yeah.
He was like aggressively like screaming at you.
I mean, not like aggressive, but he was definitely screaming.
Bro,
and
that's so weird.
yeah, I didn't feel threatened or anything by the old fucker. I mean, I could have just done like that to him. He would have fell over and died. But dude, he literally fell over though. So I kind of got away from him because he just got distracted in his drunken babble by looking at bright lights or something. Maybe he had like Nam flashbacks. But
Most likely.
he was like drinking to repress the memories of Nam. But I walked away from him, and I like turn around, and he fucking fell over at the bar and knocked over like 2 of these metal bar stools with him. And was like on the ground, like with these bar stools around him, just like still hollering and shit. And they kicked him out. And the lady working at the bar was like, "Yeah, we have to kick this dude out of here every 2 weeks." Straight up. He comes in here like every 2 weeks and does the same thing.
That's probably an issue.
Yeah, that place. Well, I mean, he was definitely retired. I mean, he was on the cusp of reality. I mean, that dude was like a step from the grave. So I guess whatever makes him happy at that point.
He's at that I don't give a titty damn age.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
most-
just do whatever you want at
Yeah.
that
Most
age.
definitely does not give a fuck.
Plastered at 3 p.m.
Pretty sure he drove though
Oh,
from
man,
the bar,
that's not good.
so he's probably dead.
The bar could actually get in trouble. If he hits somebody, the bar can get like
I don't
whoever
know.
let
I
him
don't know
drive
if he
can,
drove.
can get in like
but
huge shit.
He had some people there with him, so I'm hoping.
Hopefully
that-
somebody drove him.
Hopefully
Yeah.
somebody drove him, or maybe he got a taxi. I don't know, but I hope he didn't drive away.
I would hate to be
that would
his
be
cab
dangerous.
driver.
That would be very, very bad. He probably threw up everywhere.
Yeah,
But
that's okay.
yeah, the place was called the Nick, and I think I know why they call it that. The whole outside of the venue was covered in staples.
What the fuck?
Someone
literally
took a fucking stapler and stapled like every fucking spot on the wall. of
Really?
this
I was
place.
thinking like
Yeah.
maybe like over the like. Have you ever seen a telephone pole in a city where like people have stapled like my band plays this Tuesday?
Yeah.
And they staple like their band's flyer. Like I just thought maybe like 2 million bands or
It
artists
could have been
done
from that,
Yeah.
but there were so
Yeah.
fucking many, like all right beside one another, and I was just like, yeah, this is called the Nick because if you're not careful, you're gonna get tetanus. Like it literally is just like rusted
Touch the
metal,
walls.
you know, the sides of the walls and stuff. But it was good. The show was decent. Okay turnout. There might have been like 50 people there, which
That's pretty
for,
good
for
a
where
little bar.
for where we were and everything. I was
That's a
honestly
show.
kind of
Could have been
surprised.
51 if you guys didn't kick out that guy.
Oh, yeah,
I know,
true.
dude. He
True,
would have been
you're
the life of
kicking
the
out
party.
Your fans, bro.
I know.
Bro, that guy thrown down in the pit with his little walker and cane just.
If he would have
swinging
held
around.
off for like an hour and a half, he would have seen the show. He was a little
Right,
too
that's what
soon.
he was. That's what he was excited for too.
I know. I felt bad when they said they kicked him out. I'm like,
poor,
man, come
poor
on. He's
little
not.
guy.
He's being rowdy, but he's not like bothering anyone, you know.
Except for the chairs.
Yeah, they just usually like any bar I've been to, if somebody like starts falling over and knocking shit over, they'll kick them out just because it's only gonna get worse at that point, you know.
Yeah. I signed a dude's ass.
I
Saw
saw
that.
that and
Yeah.
tattooed his ass.
Yep. Damn, Damn, I should have wore the hat they gave me. Fuck.
How did that come to fruition?
He showed up to the show and he just was like, "Hey man, if we go outside, will you sign my ass?" And I like went with him to the side outside. Yeah, he didn't want to pull his pants down in the bar around.
Okay,
people.
he's a respectable man then.
Yeah, a respectable ass shower.
There's like
And so
bathrooms and stuff, but yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we went outside like around the place and he pulled his pants down and showed me his bare ass, and I signed
Take
it.
that out of context.
He just like spreads his asshole open and shows his balls and dick.
Yeah, can you sign my butt cheek, but like tucks his balls between his legs so they're just like towards his ass?
Yeah, he just like pranked you. He wanted to like goatsy you or whatever.
I signed the top of a Jeep, like the part that goes to a Jeep, like the inside panel.
Was somebody just carrying that?
Yeah, he carried it inside and was like, "Can you please sign the top of my Jeep?" I was like,
All right.
Just
"Absolutely."
carries his Jeep inside. Please
Yeah,
sign
he
this.
drives it through the
Drives to
front
the
door.
front door. Yep.
I'll be right back. Floors it into everyone, kills him. But yeah, I went to
Oh,
a
well, that's
tattoo
kinda
place
cool.
after the show, and the tattoo artist tattooed his ass, but I got to do a smiley face.
Is that your
You had
first
to do
tat
the
then?
finishing touch.
Yeah, that's my first time with holding a tattoo gun, which
Hell yeah.
actually I have a lot more respect for those people. Not saying that I didn't, but the fucking
that shit's
the way
hard.
you have to do it is, it's not easy. It's not just like you're tracing over some shit. You gotta like
You gotta put like
spread the
pressure
fucking
and,
skin
Yeah,
Yeah.
and everything.
dude, it's my friend's a tattoo artist and she let me practice on her like pigskin thing. Like a lot of apprentices get like a big fucking side of a hog, and that's the closest thing to like human skin, so you can just practice tattooing on it. And yeah, I tried to do like a little doodle, and it was like fucking difficult. Like things like straight lines are hard because you're literally like punching through skin like whatever the fuck a million times a fucking second. It's
Right.
not actually, but so it's just like dragging that like consistently across flesh. is-
Smushy.
is
Yeah,
actually,
flesh just like moving.
crazy
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
Especially
especially
over
'cause-
somebody's like elbow or like up their
Yeah.
shoulder. Like that's crazy.
At least you got to do the ass. I feel like the ass would be a little easier because it's like quite meaty and muscly. Or if like like Dude said, if you're trying to do like elbow or like rib cage or like I don't know somebody's hand or foot, like something that
Angles
doesn't
and
have a lot
stuff.
of muscle,
Yeah.
that would be hell, not fun. But that's a cool ass first thing to tattoo is somebody's bare ass with a smiley face because he likes your
Yeah.
music.
The place was called Stay Gold Tattoo in Alabama, I think is what the name of it is. Let me cite my sources here, make sure I get it right for anyone interested.
Will tattoo
they were really
people
cool.
tattoo anything on your body?
I think there's rules
Yeah,
about
I think
certain stuff.
Any place on your body, I guess is what I should ask. Anywhere? Like what if I,
think
wanted
as
to
long as they're cool with it, I'm pretty sure like
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. I
like,
think
the
it's like
ring
up
of
to
my
their
butthole?
discretion. Yeah. Well, isn't there a bitch? I feel like I saw her on Twitter or
A
something.
bitch.
There's a lady with like an octopus around her asshole.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Oh,
Jesus.
hell yeah.
There's like
Yeah.
her butthole is like the beak of the octopus, and then the rest is like
Tentacles like coming out of her
yeah.
ass. Yeah, I've seen that.
yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
God,
Yeah,
that's
it was
scary.
either Reddit or Twitter that I saw that lady's asshole.
She has like a
and
big,
I-
huge ass too, huh?
Yeah, it's just like a
Like
yeah.
a
I
big
didn't
old,
consent
like,
to seeing it. It just
BBW
kind of
ass,
showed up,
maybe.
and I was a little upset about it at first. But then I was kind of filled with like wanderlust of like, what is this? I need to look at it further.
Yeah, Stay Gold Tattoo Studios in Fultondale, Alabama.
Hell yeah!
That's where-
All right,
where
well,
we
cool
went.
place.
Shout out them. Shout out them.
Shout out them for letting Mr. Soup tattoo a guy's ass cheek.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely mark that off the bucket list.
Where are the rest of your shows at?
We after that we played in Jonesboro, which is basically like
Yeah.
a little ways out of Atlanta, which was really cool. Super dope venue. Everyone there was really cool. Nothing super crazy at that one. Just no ass is being tattooed.
Standard show.
Standard
regular.
show.
Yeah, signing just paper and stuff instead of.
Yeah,
Body
just
parts.
t-shirts and
Are you gonna
stuff.
be chasing that high forever? What's the next thing you're gonna sign? Some guy's balls.
Little gooch
got it sick.
signature.
little ball. Oh, was the side of somebody's dick. That'd be kind of cool, but they'd probably have to be
Yeah.
hard, which then would kind of add a weird little dynamic to it because they're.
Or
Yeah,
you just
I
gotta
think
stretch it out
that's the
real long,
first
like
and
a boomer.
only ass cheek I'm gonna tattoo. I think I'm gonna call it my
Yeah.
ass tatting career. After that one is
That's
probably over.
smart because
Yeah, no,
your
that's-
fans
that's
are gonna
fair.
be lining up to have their asses signed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna bring their own tattoo gun from home and just be like, do it in this gross bathroom.
Yeah, so I just
Well, that could be the most like the original one that gets the ass tat.
I'm just thinking about like when that guy dies and he's in a morgue, and they're like doing an autopsy on his body, and they just see my name on his ass.
What did
sign
you sign as Dallas,
Dallas
Soup?
Soup?
Yeah, Dallas Soup.
Yeah.
Like pretty
Dude, that's-
big too. Like the guy filled it in. It wasn't just like he traced my signature. Like he went back over and like filled in the big
Bruh.
lines and everything.
They're gonna think he owned like a volunteer soup kitchen in Dallas and that he was like this
Yeah.
really nice guy, but in reality he's just a fan of some dumb fuck on the internet and got a tattoo
Yeah.
on him.
That's there forever, literally until he.
That's
he
wild.
passes
Yeah,
on.
he's gonna be like an 85-year-old man in a nursing home getting like elder abuse, and they're just gonna be smacking his little weird ass tattoo with a paddle or whatever they do to old people there. Gonna be wild.
All right.
A lot of
I was
elder
smacking his
abuse in
ass,
those places.
I was smacking his ass. We got a video of it. Like whenever I went to go sign it, I was just like slapping his other ass cheek.
I think that's just gay. I think you just had gay relations with that man.
It was pretty gay. Not gonna lie.
Fucking gripping his other ass cheek. While
I
you
was,
tattoo.
dude. I was fucking
white
smacking his
knuckling it.
ass and then tattooing the other cheek.
He's probably fucking loving that.
Oh yeah. That's
Did he
probably
fart?
fucking
Did he fart? Did he fart while you did it?
Why'd you ask that like
Why'd
3
you
times
ask
in a
it
row?
like 4 times? Did he fart? Did he fart? Did he fart?
Please answer fast. Did he fart?
Please tell me he farted, bro.
Tell me
Please.
he farted. Well, I'm thinking
I
Dude's
about
need
this.
to know.
Dude's about to have another career path.
I can smell farts and get my artistic abilities out there. But I'm thinking about that woman
Autistic.
who got her autism. What'd you say?
What? The woman who got her autism.
I thought McNasty just said autism for no reason out of nowhere.
I got that in first grade.
Yeah, because you said artistic, and I said yeah, autistic.
Oh. No, I was thinking about the bitch that got her octopus butthole tattoo. Like, there's no way she wasn't like sharting all over that dude the whole time.
Well, there's that probably took like multiple days of multiple sessions of tattoos. There's no way one didn't squeak out in those like 3 days.
Hell no.
I'm sure the tattoo artist probably loved it. So
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if he. I mean, I guess if he's tattooing around a butthole, like he knows what he's getting into.
yeah,
Like
sure
if
that's
you're
not his first
wrestling,
rodeo.
yeah, you're wrestling that bear. You got to be ready when it wants berries.
when it wants
What
what?
a great analogy.
Yeah, that was like a southern analogy right there.
Wow.
They rush on berries, baby, we want berries.
Yeah.
When you're wrestling the pooter, don't be surprised when the scooter comes out the pooter.
No,
Amen.
So where are you going
word
next?
time out.
Where are you going next with your band?
Tennessee,
Ooh, where in Tennessee?
Johnson City.
Ooh.
You're
Anything-
up.
Anything actually in Nashville?
No, nothing in Nashville yet. Unfortunately, we definitely want to.
Yeah,
Nashville
that would
and-
be a really fun place to play. I feel like.
Austin, Texas. We want to go back to there and play some
Yeah.
shows. That place is like the live music capital of the world now.
Really?
It actually,
Really?
I'm pretty sure it's bigger than Nashville for live music now.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, Nashville like kind of took a turn towards like clubs. Like, there's a lot of fucking clubs in Nashville that just have like, I don't know, normal ass trap club music that kind of sucks ass, which is a little bit sad because obviously it was known so long for having so much live music, but there's still a shit ton.
Yeah.
But
For
yeah,
sure.
there's like a lot of it has transitioned into clubs and stuff and like more profitable venues that people just go and get 400 drinks at and don't care about $20 shots. So I get it, but yeah, it's sad.
Yeah,
But that's dope
Nashville's
that
sick
Austin
though.
has that. Yeah, Nashville would be really fucking fun to play. Especially because that's just such a dope area of the U.S. Like, it's such a nice area to hang out in too.
Yeah, and the places that you play, like in the bigger cities and stuff, the turnout is a lot better. In the bigger cities and stuff,
Yeah,
instead of just
obviously.
playing like a parking lot or whatever.
Yeah, parking lot in a town of 8,000 people.
Those are fun though. Parking lot shows are good.
I
the
watched
sound
the video
quality.
of your one.
What were you saying, dude?
I just said they look insane, like the energy.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah, they're
running
nuts.
circles
because there's like
around
so
you
much
and shit.
room. People could just like nobody has to be all cramped in like one small room.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only problem with those is the sound and heat. Because like I think at one of our parking lot shows, I think someone like almost passed out or something from heat exhaustion and dehydration.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, you are just out in
But
the
you
elements.
don't want that.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be better to
Definitely
do
not.
that like in the spring or like fall or
Fall.
something.
Yeah, because it's already hot as fuck, and then fucking on top of that, you have like 200
Shoulder
people
to shoulder,
breathing
yeah.
and screaming.
Yeah, and the asphalt is like absorbing all the sun.
Yeah, it's really hot.
When you play at like a bar or a smaller venue, is there always like a resident dude who will keep like retards off the stage? Or are you just completely at the mercy of people? Like, could someone come up and just like rip your head off if they wanted to?
It depends on the venue. Some places,
That's
some
the
places
weirdest
will
way to
have
ask that question.
Is there a
know.
bouncer? There you go.
some places yes. At a lot of places, no. But
Interesting.
like at the nicer venues and stuff, yeah, you'll have like staff and everything who will be at the front and will kind of hold back people.
Yeah, I guess you don't get that at all in a parking lot because that's just you and
No, yeah,
and the
you're
dudes.
just there.
Yeah, literally like 2 feet away.
Yeah.
I
Have
know.
you ever had anybody get a little too like handsy or like a little too close to you?
I know at one of our shows we played in a record store and somebody during like one of our breakdowns, which it wasn't really anyone's fault, but like the crowd was getting really wild, like the mosh pit was fucking going and people were like stage diving, and the stage we were playing on wasn't very big, and we have monitors in front of us. Like I have like 2 or 3 monitors that are lined up in front of me so I can hear back the guitar and everything and the vocals, and I think somebody like fell off the top of somebody and like hit a monitor with their body. Like their back just like hit a monitor, and the fucking monitor hit the microphone and went poof, right in my mouth.
Oh,
Yeah, that shit hurt.
that would hurt like a motherfucker.
Weird chain of
Yeah, I
events.
thought I was bleeding. I like stopped for a second. I stopped playing and I was like checking my lips, and I was like, all right, I'm not bleeding. We're
Dude,
good.
something
It's
about
metal as hell.
microphones hitting your lips is just the most painful fucking thing for like no
yeah.
reason, because they're not that heavy. I don't know if it's like the texture of them or what, but like, yeah, I mine wasn't exactly like that. I just fucking big monkey mode, just like, but I came in late, so I went to like quickly pull the mic to my face, and I literally just punched myself in the mouth with it, and all right here was just like swollen as fuck and bleeding for like 2 days. Just from microphone, and it wasn't even like I like jammed it. It was just like a normal amount of force you'd put into it. I don't know what the fuck going on with those, but those shits
Some
hurt. You
bitches
just-
can hurt, dude.
Yeah,
They
you just
can.
need to keep a pop filter on it. Just as not for the actual.
So
pop,
you should just
but
take your headset
just
mic
to
out
have
there.
that.
Sing
Yeah.
with that on.
with my 5-foot
So
cord.
awkward.
You can like barely move.
right next to the power
Backstreet
outlet.
Boys.
Oh yeah, like they have the
All the boy bands that do
Boy
that, so they
band
can
thing.
like dance.
Oh yeah.
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 Weird.
You should like start dancing on stage. Just do like choreographed
choreographer.
dancing with a band.
Sometimes I'll do a little ditty when I'm up there.
Well, that's
Really?
like. Have you ever
Little fun.
seen? What is her? Ashlee Simpson. Have you guys ever seen that clip of her? Like, God, it was a long time ago. She went on a show, like one of those talk shows to perform, and her backing track started
yeah.
before she was ready. And like
Yeah.
back then, lip syncing was like a big deal, and the backing track came on and like showed that she like was lip syncing, and she didn't know what to do, so she just did like the most awkward little hoedown jig and then just left the stage. And dude, I watch it every once in a while, and it is fucking. Well, I need you guys to watch it.
I think Family Guy did like a little clip on that one time.
Yeah, they did, dude. It is so fucking awkward. All right, hold on. I'm gonna make you guys watch it. I'm gonna link it.
All right.
While you're linking that, also at the record store, there were people, like random people will come to these venues and take photos or whatever. And the person that was taking the photos had this fucking massive bright white light right on the ground in front of me and was like, had it pointed up towards my fucking face. And I was like, every time I would look down at my base to see where I was like at, you know, I would just be flashbanged by this fucking light. And I walked over after we finished the song and I just pointed it down. And then midway through the next song, they had turned it back up. So I walked over to it and just fucking kicked it. I'm like, God damn it, get the fucking light out of my way. Can't see
Bruh.
shit.
That'd be
What a
so
dick.
ass.
All right, let's watch this video.
Yeah, we could watch this. It's only a minute. I just need you guys to see the little hoedown. That's all I need. God.
Oh man.
Dude, it is so. Dude.
Why was that her
Bro.
first reaction?
Not to just like come in like slightly late, but just do a little. He does a second one, I think. Hold on.
Is this on live TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
No,
SNL.
then she just leaves.
Oh,
Then
it,
she
yeah,
just-
SNL.
Then she just heads
Oh
out.
my
The
god.
band just plays without her. just starts without her at that
Well, this is
point.
karaoke. I guess anybody can come up on stage now and just start
Yeah,
singing.
dude, I watched that for the first time like recently, and I could not believe it. It was just
That's
a
old.
little-
That's old as fuck. That's
Yeah,
like at
that's-
least like
it's-
20 years old. That's old.
yeah, it is just a little fucking. Just the fact that her first reaction is just the most hit the most awkward
I know,
little
like
fucking
Yeah.
goofy, like
most goofy awkward looking dance, and then just leave the stage instead
Peanut
of like
Why
butter
did
jelly
she just
time
completely
dance.
stop? She could have just picked
came
up
in
like
slightly late. Yeah,
Yeah.
like who cares? Like
just played it off like, oh, whoops.
yeah.
And then
I think it
kept
was just
singing.
because it was around that time when like lip syncing was really, really
yeah,
frowned
back
upon.
then everyone was like lip syncing's horrible. Now it's like you go to see like any major artist and their backing track is
Yeah.
literally the song, and they're just doing like fucking ad libs and
They're
shit.
just miming
Mhm.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, which whatever, it's still fine. But yeah, it's just so funny. It's such an awkward clip. But I don't know. You just reminded me of that when you said do a little dance.
Yeah.
But I'm glad the tour is going well.
Yeah, it's going great.
I went to Toronto to go see Jid, and
Jid?
Smino. Yeah, JID.
Jid
He's,
and Smino?
He's an artist. Jid and Smino. They're both musicians.
Never heard of
They're-
that. What kind of music are they?
Jid's like hip hoppy rap, maybe
Uh-huh.
more rap, maybe some trap style beats, but mostly rap. He's on Dreamville, so like the record label like J. Cole owns.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's fucking insane, and he had a whole live band that played too, and they had a guy with a keytar, and
Ooh.
Mm.
he was like shredding.
Hell
Like they'd
yeah.
randomly bring him out on stage, he would just fucking shred and then head back, like
That's sick.
just head
People
back
who
off stage.
come out with a keytar are cracked every time.
Yeah,
You know
Yeah.
they're about
He
to
was
fuck some
nuts.
shit up.
Yeah.
That no
Yeah.
one ever walks out with a keytar and just does like,
And just
Mary
bombs.
had a little
Never.
lamb.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
You
no,
know
he was
shit's
going
about to
fucking-
get insane.
Dude, he
Yeah,
was going
for real.
crazy. Like I've never actually watched somebody play a guitar before, but like guitar, it's like usually when somebody's shredding, like the picking hand doesn't look that exciting to watch because it's just like usually they're just like
Yeah.
whatever
Most of
hybrid
the
picking
left
or
hand's going
whatever.
off.
yeah, like
Yeah.
slow movement. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like nothing looks too crazy with it. But like guitar, this dude, both hands just going like fucking, like getting all wild. He's got like little, what's the little twinkle fingers? What are those called? I don't remember what those
That's
are
me.
called. But
Jazz,
Jazz
hands.
My
hands.
full name.
yeah, twinkle fingers. But yeah, bro, he was going fucking nuts. The drummer he had playing was so sick. The dude, I don't know what like background he had. I don't know if it was like jazz or like whatever, but dude loved to do like metal style breakdown beats, which was really fucking cool over like other trap beats, like almost like old style Polyphia, like Clay from early Polyphia, where they'd play like trap metal.
Yeah.
It's basically like that, but it was really fucking dope. He was insane live. I don't know who Smino is that well. He's got a few big songs, but I didn't really know him, so I didn't care too much when he played. But yeah, JID was fucking insane. And then what else happened? I got farted on by a homeless guy.
Hell yeah.
That was cool.
Where he like pushes ass up against
Did
you
he
and fart or
fart?
what?
Did he fart?
Yeah, did he fart?
Did he fart?
How much
Did I
fart?
tell you guys-
Did he
What was
fart?
the volume of the air of his
Did I
fart?
tell you guys this already
Fart?
when I was drunk? I know I told somebody. I couldn't remember if it was one of you guys I told that I got farted on. But yeah, so I was at a bar called Bar Prequel in Toronto, and
Bar
it's
Preet?
on Bar Prequel.
Oh.
It's on Queen Street, which is like a very popular area of Toronto and has just like a mix of fucking everything. So there's like a bunch of clubs, bars, and also homeless people standing outside said clubs and bars. So I left the bar right away. There's 2 homeless people I had interactions with that night. First one, I walk out, and this dude just goes, "Who are you?" I was like, "I'm Matt. Who are you?" And he said, "I'm John." I said, "Okay, hi, John." And he was like very clearly homeless and drunk as fuck. And he's like, "I'm Portuguese." I said, "Okay." And then he gave me a hug, and I walked away, and I didn't really know what to do with that. Kind of sat with me for a little bit, but for some reason, I couldn't get an Uber to where I was staying from there. I don't know why. I just could not find an Uber. So I was like, yeah, so I don't know. It was just weird. It was like 2 a.m. to be fair, so I don't know. It was weird. But I was like, fuck it. I'll walk for like, it was like an hour and 5-minute walk back to where I need to get. I was like, I'm just going to walk half an hour, and then I'll call another Uber, because like in half an hour, the way I was walking was a lot more populated. So I started walking down the street, and normally if I'm by myself and there is a homeless guy trying to interact with me that's being like kind of aggressive, I will just completely ignore it, because that's what you should do. They'll give up and go away and go bother somebody else, especially in a big city. But he was walking next to me. I had my AirPods in. He's walking next to me going, hey, hi, hey, I know you can hear me, hi, and like waving like his arm in front of me. He probably followed me for like 2 minutes straight. I was like, fuck me. Okay. So I took out my AirPod and I was like, yeah, hi, what's up? What do you need? And he's just like, do you have any money? I was like, no, I don't have anything. And he walked close to me, just fucking beefed out of his ass and walked away.
Oh my god.
Dude, it was
You deserve
thunderous. It was like thunderous.
Give him a quarter, man.
It wasn't
Toonie.
just like a little like it was like you know when you're like sick, like your stomach really fucking hurts,
Yeah.
like you got food point. It was like that. Like it was
God.
deep rooted. Like it was in yeah.
Like his
it
cheeks
was
were like,
yeah, like a fucking
Damn
motorboat.
subwoofer.
Like an ass motorboat. And I was just like perplexed by this. I literally just stood there stunned for a moment as he just walked away to go harass the next person for money, probably loading up another fart. Just
What if
getting
that
ready
fart
to go.
stunned you and he just like you check your wallet and there's like a 20 missing from your wallet?
like the world's best pickpocket.
You're like stuck in a fart cloud there, just like
You just like lost a
honing
chunk
that
of time
skill.
in your life.
Put
Don't
all of
remember.
his skill points into that.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude, it was like one of the most bizarre interactions I've ever had with like a crackhead in Toronto. It was just like, all right, well, I'm gonna call an Uber now, and luckily I called an Uber and it was picked me up like right away. And it's just like I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna walk down Queen Street at 2 a.m. ever again. It's not happening.
Christ.
Yeah, that was fucking doo-doo ass. But the next day, me and Smitty went to a bar. It's a bar called Etoile, and they do like
That sounds
they
French as hell.
normally. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's a French name.
Etoile.
It's in Toronto,
Fatwa.
but so they normally do magic shows, and there'll be this lady that comes over and she'll go, "Do you want to see the mysterious magic show? It just costs bubbles," is what they say. You have to buy a bottle of bubbles, which is just this fucking prosecco or whatever the fuck it is.
Champagne.
It's not. So I'll get into that. It's not champagne. They don't call it champagne for a reason. They call it bubbles. Every time we've gone there for like 2 years, they always call it bubbles. But we were like, Smitty, before she even said what it was, she walks up and was like, "Do you guys want it?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're interested." And I was like, "Okay, well, let's see what it is." And she's like, "It's gonna be a live jazz show." And I was like, "Bruh, I don't want to see a fucking jazz show." And then she's like, "Yeah, they take like requests of like whatever you want." I was like, "All right, all three of us are
Well,
just
that sounds
requesting."
boring.
All three of us are requesting Monsters Inc. back to back. But
Yeah, who would watch that?
dude, it's just like I wanted to chill. Like this was the actual night of the concert, so like my ears already like I've had enough music. Like
Yeah.
loud show. Like we got there and I just wanted to drink and be quiet and hang out. Me, him, and Poop Guy. And
Poop guy.
Smitty
Okay.
said yes. And I was like, "Fucking you asshole, whatever. I'm just being a dick, and I'm gonna keep requesting Monsters Inc. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna be an asshole because I didn't want to do this."
Did they play it?
So it gets worse. So we went in, and the lady's like, "Oh, hold on. The other guests will be joining you." Normally the magic show is just like you and whoever you're with. And we're like, "Oh my God, there's more fucking people. This is going to be so stupid." So there was 2 guys that were on a date, and then another couple, and one more couple that were the other 2 couples around our age. The 2 dudes were probably like mid-30s, and we all went in there, and this dude that's playing it, he's like this little Asian guy, and he didn't even say hi to anybody yet. The one dude, like of the gay couple, the one dude walks in. Actually, I don't even think they were a couple. It sounded like they were on like one of their first dates or whatever. But he walked in, didn't even say hi to anybody, just looks at the guy holding his fucking his saxophone. He goes, "Hey man, how old's your horn?" The guy's like, "What?"
What?
He's like, "What do you how?" And
Just something we say in the biz.
Already, I was annoyed at this guy. I was like, I don't know. I reckon it came out at the same time he did, and he just kind of hit me with a little glare because it sounded like he was talking about his wiener. Like when
Right.
you just, it's just like, all right, I don't want to be here, so I'm just gonna be passive aggressive the whole time. And the guy's like, "Oh, this? I don't know, man. It's just an instrument. I don't know when I got it." The guy's like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And the guy's like talking about like, "What do you want to play?" and stuff like this. And the guy, like the dude's just playing random notes while he just like talks to us to like take requests and shit. And he plays a note. Guy was like, "Oh, that's a B flat." He's like,
I was like a music snob
One
guy.
of these guys.
he's
So
like,
Do was literally
No.
with you, is what you're saying.
"No, it's worse than
You
Do
didn't recognize me, bro?
because
There's like a piano to the right of me. He's like,
Dude,
yeah,
it's worse than Do because the guy playing is like, "Yeah, that was a G." We're just like, "Oh no, this is gonna be bad, bro." And so
So
they,
a music
they,
snob who's actually doesn't have any right to be a snob.
doesn't know anything. But he came over to us just like the lady was bringing us our bubbles, and he goes up to me, Manny, and Smitty, and he goes to Manny first. And what's her name? Manny's like, "Manny," and I was like, "I'm not giving this guy my fucking name. I don't want to talk to him ever again." And I was like, "My name's Carl." He's like, "Hi, Carl." And then Smitty was like, "My name's Sven." He's like, "Ben? Sven. Sven? Where's that from?" He's like, "It's Norwegian." It's like, "Oh, is that where you grew up?" "No." And then just didn't elaborate at all. Just like, all right. I don't know. It's just fucking awkward as shit. But the guy is waiting there. The lady brings the Prosecco over, whatever. He takes a sip and he's like, "Oh, this is disgusting. I would rather drink
God.
anything but this. This is the worst champagne I've ever had." And I was just on the side of him and I was like, "She said it was bubbles." And then she's like, "Yeah, it's not champagne. We specify." He's like, "No, you told me champagne." It's like, "She said bubbles." He's like, "No, like you 100% came to my table. I remember it. He was with me. You said champagne." I was like, "Bubbles." Just talking over him because he's just being a fucking ass.
I would have been
He's
like, you don't
"No,
remember the B flat incident, do
Yeah,
you?
we always call it bubbles. Bro, he gets worse. So he's arguing with her, and she's like, "Whatever, I won't charge you your bill for it." He's like, No, you can charge me for it." And she's like, "Then what do you want?" He's like, "Just don't call it champagne." She called it bubbles, bro. Stop. So she walks out, whatever. And he kept doing, like, he literally just kept doing shit like that all night, where he's just like, the guy would play a song, like try to play a song. And he'd be like, "Oh, I know that song." And he'd be like, "Yeah, that's an original piece I made so that you don't know the song." And
Oh, that's the worst.
and it just kept going throughout the night. And then they got talking about like random shit. Like the one couple asked if he ever plays like any other bars where they could actually watch him play his own music. And the other guy the one gay dude just chimed in again out of nowhere. He's like, "You guys will find that I'm very seldom wrong." And me and Smitty just started fucking dying. It's like literally thinking, I was like, "Bro, we've been in here for 10 minutes. He has been wrong like 7 times." And it's just like,
Betting
it's
zero
just
so far.
Literally just nonstop. Like he's talking to the guy playing again after the guy played an original piece. It was really fucking good. And the guy's like, "Oh, I could see like there wasn't that much passion in that, but I could get what you were trying to play." And the dude's like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to play right now." And the guy was like, "Well, I get why you wouldn't have a lot of passion. Like, you don't really have anything in the world that angers you or like, oppresses you." And the guy's like, "What?" He's like, "People your age, they have it so easy. They have nothing difficult in life." And he's like, "Sure,
I feel like
man."
I'm sitting next to this guy right now listening to it. It's pissing me off.
Yeah,
It's
I'm getting
literally-
mad,
This is
and I
painful.
wasn't even
Dude,
there.
it was so... we were only in this room for about 25 minutes. All of this was compressed into a 25-minute span while in between like 5-minute music breaks.
See, Blarg, your problem is you've never met a virtuoso before. You just don't know how to handle him.
I literally have... I'm not an aggressive man, but I have never wanted to punch somebody in the fucking face so bad in my life. And then the worst one, that's not even the worst part of it. This dude's playing, and he's this little Asian guy, and he's like, "Hey, man, I think I saw you in Hot Tub Time Machine." And, like, he, like, looked around at all of us, waiting for somebody to, like, giggle. The dude playing was like, is that racist? He's like, no, man, it's just like a joke. We're like, okay. And then his date leaves and just left him in there.
Oh my god.
So it's just him now. And the guy we were the last like group of the night that was supposed to see him. And so we were just like chatting with the guy that was playing afterwards. And the one dude's another musician, like he played in a jazz band. So they're actually talking about music while, whatever the fuck his name is still trying to figure out what note everything is.
How old the horn is.
Yeah, how old the horn is. Still trying to ponder that. But yeah, like it was just, bro, it was just so awkward. He sat in there for probably like 15 minutes after just trying to talk to this guy. And he was like arguing with them about everything and like trying to be right about everything. It's just,
I don't know.
Dude, he was so annoying. I was so pissed off.
I don't know if it's just because music's like a fine art, but like pretentious music people are just so obnoxious.
Okay,
Like
the
above
thing
anything else, man.
is like, if he was pretentious and actually knew everything he was talking about, I'd be like,
he earned his stripes
all
or
right,
whatever.
yeah, you know what? You're annoying, and like we're all just trying to listen to this guy like play. We didn't even actually end up actually giving him requests. We just kept telling him to play his own stuff because it was actually like pretty impressive. Like it was like a really weird like jazz style with like he'd put in like little bits of like modern hip hop that he liked, but then he just throw in like the most obscure fucking jazz shit ever. But yeah,
Sounds
it was
cool.
just like, yeah, it's just like this guy clearly knew what he was doing, the guy that was playing. And the guy talking to him literally didn't know fucking anything. He asked him how to make harmonics, like guitars, on the instrument shit. And it's just like, bro, what do you think this guy's going to give? Yeah, you think he's going to give you a fucking lesson right now? But the guy could kind of do it. He could make he could actually make things that kind of sounded like similar to how guitar harmonics sound. But I was just like, bro, like, what are you asking this guy to do? Like, he was just so ass.
You know
He
what's
was
funny
so
is
annoying, bro.
I just started learning how to play the sax like less than a week ago, and I already know that you can't really make harmonics on an air instrument.
Like, yeah, you
You
can
can
kind of
do
make
an octave up. You can like play a note low and then go an octave up. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Essentially what it is, but I guess the timbre of it, you can't really
it's not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't exactly. Yeah,
but it's not really
call it
called an
that.
harmonic.
no,
like,
it's not a
yeah.
harmonic. It's just kind of like something that kind of sounds similar, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like, dude, just the worst guy to spend 25 minutes in a room with. And,
I've seen plenty of
it was
those guys
horrible.
in my comments over the years. You know, you just people who they've been on Musician for a week and they think they know everything about music.
But seeing them live is just incredible.
Out in the wild, yeah.
Yeah, just like watching somebody be so clueless to how much everyone in the room wants him to leave. Like everyone was being so passive aggressive.
No, like social awareness.
No.
Gotta be
whatsoever.
some
None.
level of autism
Like
there.
the
or
fact
something.
that his date left
100%.
should be a big fucking red flag.
Yeah.
right,
Like,
not even the person
bro.
who already knows you could stand to be there.
yeah, literally just fucking wild. And but yeah, me, Smitty, and Manny left while they were arguing because we were just like, this is fucking stupid. See you later. And we left, and like 20 minutes later, they all emerged from the room. And I went to go to the bathroom, and I walked by the guy that was playing, and I was like, how was the conversation with that guy after? He's like, dude, I genuinely think that's the worst experience I've had with somebody. And I was like, yeah, I would have stayed and supported you, but I think I would have killed myself. And he's like, yeah, no, I considered it a few times, and then that was it. But it's just like, bro, that's wild.
Yeah,
But,
that sucks.
Yeah, the fact that his opening line was, "Hey, bro, how old's your horn?" Like that should have been the red flag right off the get go.
Yeah.
Like,
That's something that I don't really think matters at all either.
bro, how old's your horn? It's just like, bro, what? That's your opening line, and then arguing with someone right away. It's just like, Jesus, fucking brainless. But yeah,
McNasty,
it was,
how's band shit been going for you?
yeah, how's the single doing?
It's doing pretty good. It was starting to pop off a little bit on YouTube, getting recommended
Hell
pretty
yeah.
well.
Nice.
Somebody posted it on r/deathcore on Reddit, and it was like
Okay.
the top post for like a couple days, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
And then because of that,
what's been the reception from that so far? People like it?
most people like it. So we took a lot of inspiration from Lawrence Shore. Obviously, I've
Yeah,
stated that
obviously.
multiple times, and I think we might have taken a little bit too much inspiration. Like, because I remember we were writing the song, there were certain parts where I'd be like, oh, like they did this part, like we should like do something like it, and then without
Yeah.
even really like realizing, we ended up just like doing the same thing, but just in like different lyrics. So
Yeah.
there were like some people were catching on that it was like too similar, but I especially on the Reddit, because Reddit,
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean
sure.
Reddit's
Everyone's an
Reddit.
expert.
That
Reddit
guy-
is literally that guy is on Reddit. That guy's an
That
art
jazz guy?
Reddit incarnate,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, that is him. That is Reddit walking around.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, but I was like replying to people and I was like, yeah, we realized that we might have gotten a little bit too close, but next time we'll make sure in our future songs to branch off of it, find our own
Yeah, that's
sound.
fine. Yeah.
That's also
Like,
your first song, so
you
like,
gotta start
the odds
somewhere.
the odds of you immediately having your completely own unique sound on your first
Right.
song is like
Yeah,
that doesn't happen often.
yeah,
you
but
gotta
most
kind of develop into it.
exactly, yeah, most of the comments were like super psyched, like a lot of people were really surprised that it was so like well produced. Like
It
I feel
was
like
very
a lot
well
of people,
produced.
a
Yeah,
lot of people
I liked
expected it to be kind of like, first song, first band.
Fruity Loop sounding, kind of.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
unprocessed drums, like not
Yeah.
mixed at all. But yeah, luckily we have Andrew from Bro Job, who's just
Good
Yeah,
at
he's-
what he does.
yeah,
Been in the game for a while, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's
been
had
doing it a long time.
so he's had Bro Job for pretty much ever, but he's also like had a lot of different bands that he's done. Like he used to have this band called Into Infernus, which was essentially it was pretty much black and deathcore, which is what like Lorna is. That's what us, Worm Shepherd,
Yeah.
like those type bands. And so yeah, he's been like doing this stuff for like a long time, and pretty grateful that he was able, like he was willing to hop on into Venera, which was
Yeah.
something I wasn't expecting.
That's really cool.
Like I knew he would help us. Like I was like, he'll for sure like help us like mixing and stuff. But I didn't
Yeah.
expect him to like join. He's staying with Bro Job. He's not just gonna like ditch Bro Job and for End of an Era. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, I
I'm
don't
glad
know
it's
what else
doing
to say
well.
about that. Yeah, it is. It's doing pretty good. Even like the big like the reaction guys, like on TikTok and stuff. Like they were also talking. It's like, yeah, it sounds like Lorna Shore, but they're like, yeah, it still sounds
I
pretty
mean,
good.
that's
I'd like to
not
see
that's not exactly a
a bad
slur
thing.
against you guys. Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
That's a compliment in my eyes. So
Yeah, for sure. I just need to work on like figuring out like promotion beyond just like putting it in a YouTube video and be like, hey, go listen to this. Like I want to figure out ways to like promote it. Like
Market it to the right people.
yeah, because deathcore, like a lot of people listen to deathcore. It's definitely not a small genre, but it's smaller than a lot of genres. Like it's kind of a little bit of
more
a
niche.
little more
Yeah.
niche. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's not niche by any means, but it is more niche than like heavy rock,
Well, if you
classic rock.
picked
like-
random people off the sidewalk, most of them probably don't listen to it, but some will.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I just got to figure out a way to, like, even just like paid promotion. Like, I figured out if there's any way I can like pay for like good promotion, I'd be down to do
Yeah.
that. I just don't really know where to go further than.
I don't know where you'd even post that or
Yeah.
like promote it because, like you said, it's such a like niche audience.
I feel like with music too, so much of it is word of mouth. You know, people that like it will go tell their friends and
Yeah.
stuff. That's like the number one way. I feel
Yeah.
like with music at least.
Well, I
Yeah,
know
You
for
can
sure.
pay for a fucking $1 million marketing plan, but it doesn't mean people will like it. You know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
If
Yeah.
anything, it might even like annoy people. Like I know there's a lot of like if I get a YouTube ad of like a band or song, like before a video, I'm usually like, okay, go away. Like I'm not
Yeah.
even think twice.
Yeah, I don't wanna do anything
That's
like
how
that.
I am with any ad. Like if I ever
Yeah.
see an ad, I'm just like, you will not get in my brain.
Yeah.
No,
I will
you
not
love ads.
subscribe.
You love ads. You love ads. Put them on all our things. We love ads. Click
Yeah,
ads.
speaking of ads, use code Goons. Gamers
yeah, use
ads.
code Goons.
Oh, good segue actually, because I wanted to bring this up to you guys on the podcast. I know we talked a little
Oh,
bit
that's
about
right.
it last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Did you guys get the new box? Did
Yeah.
everyone get the
I got mine
new
last night.
package?
No.
Did you get the
Talking about the bars, right?
the bars?
I got.
Are we?
two.
I don't even know
The two
if
booby
they're
cups and the
released.
bars?
Are these are the bars
No,
released yet
don't-
before I show it on camera?
No, these might be NDA'd.
Really?
Actually,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about.
I
them.
have no idea what anyone's talking about.
Hold on.
What
Wait,
bars?
Let me look. Let me look.
yeah. Let's
I've
see.
never
Before
seen a
we
bar.
start talking about this,
I could have sworn I know it's. I feel like it's out. I could have
let's
sworn.
see.
Actually, I had a buddy mention this to me one
Okay,
time,
no,
so they're out.
I see them on their website.
Okay, yeah,
we're
they're
good.
on the website.
Okay.
All right, we're good. Yeah.
They're on the website.
Yeah,
we're
I feel
good.
like they definitely would have notified us to not.
Sus bar.
Yeah.
Sus bar. These things right here.
Yeah,
So I saw.
okay.
I got this in the package that they sent us,
Yep.
and I wanted all of us. So, preface real quick. These contain insects.
Yeah, doggy.
As
Um,
most things do.
This come from our
To be
management
fair-
team, by the way. They just sent us a box of fucking insect bars.
They sent us a box of damn crickets.
Roach bar.
I've already ate both of mine. I love those things. Every time they send me a box, they're gone in like 3 or 4
Did you know
days.
there was insects in them?
Yeah, I do. I literally
I ate
have
one,
like. Do you understand how often crickets are used in things? Look at
Do you
the,
understand how much Canadians eat crickets? We love them. We love the cricket.
how. Okay, I'm gonna find you a list of food that has bugs in it.
So stupid.
I mean, I know there's like a lot of accidental bugs.
I
No,
don't
no, no, like,
understand.
I don't
that
know about
people
all the
eat-
intentional.
I understand
Purposeful
people.
bugs.
I get it. People eat bugs, Blarg. I understand. I used to eat bugs and boogers when I was in 4th grade. But
We all got to grow up at some
It
point,
just-
Blarg.
it just caught me off guard when I was like, "Oh, there's insects in this? Okay."
Yeah,
It's
but
not like,
you can't
you know,
tell you're eating
taboo.
a bug. You can't
Yeah.
tell you're eating a bug. It tastes like a Rice Krispie.
Tomato sauce has many bugs.
Many.
Peanut butter has many bugs. Pasta has many bugs.
How?
I'm not opposed to eating bugs. I like
hate the-
sucking up worms out of the earth. It threw me off guard when I read contains
Yeah.
insects. I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, what
So,
is
you
it?
know-
It's called.
Cricket
It's,
protein,
I
I
forget what
think.
the. Yeah, it's what is it called? I forget what the.
Crispy salamander
Cricketine.
Cricketine.
Cricket.
Get your daily cricketine in your diet.
I ain't a
Oh,
natty
man, you
lifter,
can get,
bro. I'm
like,
taking that cricket
Protein bars strictly made of crickets.
It really caught me off guard, but I wanted to
Try
try these with you guys if everyone has one.
I've
If you
already
don't have
eaten all
one.
mine.
I've already tried them. Yeah.
They're
I
good.
don't-
I
So
eat
you
them
can-
all
you
the
can Go
time.
ahead.
Okay, well, I wanted to wait and give my official Code Goons sponsored review of the cricket
I think
bar.
you will like it.
So this is there a certain flavor? OG flavor. All right, so I just got the OG cricket bar here. It's the sus bar
It
from
literally,
G-Subs.
it literally tastes like it's. That's how they put protein in. It literally is a Rice Krispie with small amounts of protein.
Yeah. It's just
I've
like
eaten-
kind of chewy.
I've eaten the crickets in the boxes before, like the little orange packet things with the crickets. You just straight up eat the
like a salted.
like
Straight out the earth?
petrified.
No, I've never had them, but I heard they just taste like potato chips. They're just like little crispy
it tasted
seasoned
like
things.
it tasted more like a sunflower seed to me.
I've eaten
yeah.
ants.
Yeah, like that consistency of a sunflower seed, you know.
Yeah.
But it literally just looks like a Rice Krispie treat. Like it doesn't. Look, I was expecting like a little roach leg in there, you know, crawling around, little eyeball.
yeah, it's just a
catching.
compressed square of crickets.
There's
Those gross looking things.
Wings and
a
legs
lot
hanging
of
off.
cookies have cricket in them. They have,
It smells
cricket
good.
flour.
Yeah,
It does smell good.
I feel like you're gonna eat it and not even like it's just gonna taste like a normal thing.
Yeah, like
it's
if
no
I would have just
shit, you
ate it
don't
without
taste-
knowing.
If you bit into it and it tasted like fucking bugs, do you think they would sell it? Yummy. It's a
Vomit in
fucking
3.
it's a fucking Rice Krispie full of protein. They taste absolutely fantastic, and they have 8 grams of protein, I think, for 100 calories. Pretty damn good macros.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's on par with like most protein bars. So
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Like if you ate 2 of those, you wouldn't be that far off of like a normal protein bar. And it actually tastes good. It doesn't taste like licking your dad's powdered
Oh.
asshole.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because a lot of protein bars taste like shit, and the ones that do taste good are like 300 calories and only 20 grams of protein.
Yeah, a bunch of
Destroyed
sugar
with
in it.
Sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it don't taste
Yes.
like battery acid, don't eat it.
yeah, dude. That's
Or unless it's a sus bar, because those actually taste really good.
Correct.
if somebody was to give me that without the packaging or anything, and was just like, "This is a Rice Krispie treat, just eat this," I would not know any difference.
You would know the difference.
No.
Yeah, that's good. I recommend the sus bar. Good.
Yeah, I
good
think
sus
you're
bar.
putting a little too much weight on the fact that there is bugs in it, considering how
Yeah.
many things have bugs that you eat like daily. Like when you eat
I was just
bread,
expecting cricket
there's,
legs
like-
and shit to be hanging out of it, which would have
Yeah.
been more badass gamer subs. but
You
you
were
You just
that
like put it
really
up to
what you
your
were
ear and it's like
expecting?
chirping. It's just a
you
bunch
see
of
the
live
bag
crickets.
moving, kicking while you're
Well,
trying
they-
to eat it.
There's also are these not crickets on the front?
Oh, I don't know. Are they?
Probably not. I don't know if they would like.
That
Oh,
would be
I guess
bad
it's like
branding. I feel like.
Yeah, I don't
it's
know.
like a
if they-
hand. It's like a hand with an eyeball. I thought that was like a fucking cricket on there. So that's I was sort of expecting to see cricket parts in it.
Yeah.
Oh my
What?
god,
Hey, you never know, bro. You never know.
this man is delusional.
Code Goons.
Code
Yeah,
Goons
use
for all
code
things
goons to go get
gamer
yourself
subs.
some cricket food.
Yeah, go buy some insects.
Go buy the
Code
same.
Goons.
Go buy the same thing you'd feed to a frog. Just
Damn,
crickets.
frogs eating
Mother.
good, bro.
Yeah.
Frogs are a big fan of crickets.
Yeah, and goons are
And
big fans
apparently-
of frogs, so it's like full circle.
Yeah, exactly. It all works out.
We love frogs. Frogs love crickets. We love crickets.
Circle of life.
Amen.
So, yeah, sure. I don't know.
Yeah, you ever
what
heard
all
Circle
that-
of Life from Lion King? That's what the song was about. It's a circle of life.
Oh yeah, that song.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
no, I
The
had no
main
idea
song.
until you started singing it. I had
What
no
if a
idea.
12-pound cricket climbed out of my throat, like right now, out of nowhere?
We'd probably turn it into
I would call
flour,
the
put it
government.
inside of bread and cookies and sus bars.
Like you just ate
my
its
my
egg.
jaw unhinges and a 12-pound cricket just chirps and flies out of my mouth.
They can not fly, I don't think, can they?
Yeah,
I've
they
never
can
seen a
jump
cricket
like a
fly.
motherfucker.
Yeah, they jump. Well, yeah.
Jumping
different
is
than flying.
technically
Why do they
flying
have
for a short
They
amount
have
of
wings
time.
though. I think they can
It's
like
like me
float.
choosing to
Crickets do?
crawl.
They can
Crickets
like.
have wings. I think you're thinking of grasshoppers, or like locusts.
They don't have.
You know what? You're right. I
Cricket-
think you're right about that.
I'm pretty
Wait,
sure.
I gotta look
crickets
at a
do-
cricket now.
Yeah, I think I'm also thinking
Just
of
look at a
grasshoppers.
sus bar.
Listen, bro, jumping is flying for a short amount of time. I will not be told otherwise.
Oh,
I'm
I
like
just-
90% sure they do not have wings.
It's just a bunch of British people holding the 2x4 when you type in cricket.
Okay, hold on.
They have
Jerusalem,
little wings.
Jerusalem and
wings.
camel crickets do not have wings, while field crickets
I do
and
not like the
house
word camel cricket.
have wings.
That does not sound good.
Yeah, so the crickets we see do have little wings, I think. Because I don't think we live in Jerusalem. To
Not
my
that I'm
knowledge.
aware of.
You've been closer there though, Blarg. So you've probably
Yeah.
seen them.
Yeah. You know, shout out Palestine. What's left of it. Anywho.
McNasty, how was your first? Well, not I guess not first, but your recent gambling experience.
I can fix him.
Terrible. Actually, when
Go into extreme,
No, that's it.
excruciating detail.
I mean, it was
well, he was
it was
sitting there
very
farting
minimal.
on his friend while he gambled.
So I went to Pismo in California. It's a beach, and it's kind of a beach. There's not really a whole lot to do there, but a lot of good food. It's kind of more of like a party town, like because it's near San Luis Obispo, and they have like a college, and it's like kind of a college.
San who?
San Luis Obispo. It's also another.
Put sand in your Crisco. And
Sand
make
full of
biscuits.
Exactly,
piss
yeah.
boats.
No, but there's a casino over in that area, and my cousin and his friend who lives in Pismo are big like gambling guys, like gamble all the time. So I went there and I was like, fuck it, I'll try something. So I sat down at this table and it was like,
What table?
it was, remember that one I told you about? It was like this, there was this big circle, and then on the screen you can play like baccarat, 3-card poker.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So the
like
non-social, I don't want to talk to people video
Yeah.
poker type beat.
Yeah, but then there's an actual real guy in the middle who's controlling all of it, and there's like a
Yeah,
camera
yeah.
above it, and yeah. So I played that, and I actually won a little bit. I just put 20 in because I was like, I went there fully like expecting not to do anything. I just wanted to go just because I didn't want to sit in the hotel room for 5 hours while they were playing, and and then I put $20 in. I won like 50, and then they started playing Ultimate Texas Hold'em, which is essentially Texas Hold'em, but everybody sitting at the table is going against the dealer. So you're not like going against everybody that's sitting there. And I didn't really play that. I just kind of sat there and like watched them play it, and then there was like a slot nearby, and then I put my ticket in, which had the funds on it that I won, and I literally just blasted through that in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
It's
how
easy
that
to
goes.
do.
It was like at first I was betting the lowest amount. It was like 75 cents, and I was just hitting it. And every time I would win, it'd be like 2 cents or 4 cents winnings.
That's
And I'm like,
why
what?
you gotta do max bet. That's why. You
Yeah, and then I went out to
That's why you got
max.
to put your life savings in it all at once.
Correct.
Your kids' college funds.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then I went up to max bet, which was like $3.75, but I only had like $70. So I was blasting through that. But then a couple times I would win like $15, and I'm okay. But I would just blast through that 15 in like 3 spins, and then before I knew it, I had 12 cents left in the card, and then I just threw it away, and then I just sat there and finished watching them play Texas Hold'em, and then I went home.
You gotta
Or I
go
went back
with
to the hotel.
more money up front.
I just
if you wanna
don't-
play longer.
You got to go with
I know,
more
I
money.
know, I
That's
know.
the best advice I've ever heard. Right there.
Take
know,
more
but-
money to
but
the
it's-
casino.
The thing is I just don't enjoy the process of gambling. Like the game itself doesn't excite me.
Have you
So
played
the-
craps before?
I like roulette.
No, but I've watched
I like
people play
blackjack.
craps.
I feel like you would.
Craps
If
is
we all sat
interesting.
down and played craps and blackjack, I feel like you'd have a great time.
I want to play craps really bad. I don't want to play with people who are like seasoned
Know what the
veterans
fuck's
who
going on,
because I want
Well-
to learn. Like I want to have the experience of learning with friends. So I'm
Sure.
very
Yeah.
down for us to go.
I feel like if I went with you guys, I'd probably have a little bit more enjoyment. But they like my cousin and his friend. They kind of only really like to do two things when they go to the casino, and it's sit down at the table, play Texas Hold'em, and then do the screen thing.
Oh,
See,
no,
you gotta
try the
get
field.
really drunk, and you gotta lose a lot of money,
Yeah.
and you
you're
gotta
missing
laugh
that key
about
part.
all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That
That's
sounds terrible.
really that's all you can. That's the only approach. You got to go in there knowing whatever money I take out today is gone.
It's gone.
Like,
correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you go to the casino and you're like, I'm gonna win big today, you're gonna have a bad day. You're gonna leave there angry. If you take out $100, $200, whatever the fuck it is, and you're like, this is gone. This is funny money that is no longer real.
Yeah.
Then you'll have a good time because you'll be like, I don't care that I put all that on red and it's gone. You know, it's just like whatever you do, it's, you know, you got to accept that it's already gone, and it makes gambling a lot more fun.
True.
Exactly. I went to Encore Casino in Boston, dressed up as a fucking hot dog, and I won $1,000. One of the highlights of my life. Like when I
yeah.
die, and all the fucking DMT or whatever's in your brain is like flushing out, and you see your life flash before your eyes right before you
You're just gonna see
pass
hot
away.
dog with $1,000.
I'm gonna see myself dressed as a hot dog, winning
The
$1,000.
only
I,
thing you're
uh,
ever gonna remember.
I've told you guys about. I feel like I've told you guys about this. When I went to the casino, got the greens twice in a row. Did I tell you guys that?
No.
That sounds
On
familiar.
roulette? I feel like I've definitely
Remind
told
me.
you guys. Okay, so I went to the casino, and my friend Jared, who's my editor on my second channel, him and I went to the casino. We have one relatively local to us called it's a Caesars. So we went to Caesars Casino, and we were playing roulette there. And I hate gambling. Like unless I have a reason. Like if we all went to Vegas or something, like that'd be fun as fuck.
Vegas.
I'd actually, sorry, Canada moment. I'd definitely, you know, happily gamble there. But when we just like, because there's a casino like in our city, it just feels stupid going there at any point and like, I don't know, gambling large amounts of money. So I always just take out
Hard
$200.
disagree.
$200 is my limit. I'm like, whatever. I can at least have fun with this and hang out while they gamble away their life savings, whatever. So I took out 200, and I was like, I'm only doing 2 spins tonight, Jared. What am I doing? What am I putting it on? And I sat down with my $100 out of the 200, and I was like, what spin am I putting this on? And he's like, let it go for a little bit. I want to see what happens. It's all RNG, but he's just watching, building something up. Then he goes, all right, put it on 0. I was like, all right, cool. Put it on 0. It fucking hit. I was like, no way. So we were freaking out. His friends were losing their fucking minds, like geeking. I forget how much money it is. I think it's a 32 times
35.
multiplier. Or is it 35? Yeah, whatever it is.
35, yeah.
So I was like, dope. I'm putting that all on black. I think I did black first, but I was like, I'm putting that all on black. Jared's like, don't do that. Put it on. Lost it all. I had my $100 left though, so I was like, whatever. I'm gonna keep my 100 for now. We'll see what the vibe is later. We hung out. They played blackjack for a little bit. I just kind of drank and hung out with them. We were walking back past the roulette table. I was like, all right, I'm going to put my other 100 down because I don't really want to carry around the voucher anymore. And I put it in. I was like, all right, Jared, what am I doing? He's like, 00. Did it again, and it fucking hit. Again.
Damn.
I got it again. Same amount of money. I was like, all right, lost
So
it
you won
last time.
3,500?
Again, twice in a row. It would have been, yeah, whatever the multiplier is on 0 and then 00. I didn't even look at it because I knew I'd like,
Yeah, if you put
wanna pull it.
100 on 0 and you hit it, that's 3,500.
Yeah. Okay. So I hit that twice.
So you won
Damn.
$7,000 and lost $7,000 in the same night?
No. Well, yes, but Jared was like, okay, keep this one, please. I said, nope. I'm here to gamble. I'm putting it on
My
red this
man.
time. I put it on red and I lost it again. And he was so
Oh my
fucking
God.
mad at me. His friends were pissed. Everyone was like genuinely mad at me for doing that.
Dude, that happens at casinos too. Like it's so funny that people get mad at shit like that because it's like there's no secret to why
Yeah,
there's a winning.
yeah.
here.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
like it's all random as
it's
fuck.
like-
Like there's no. there's
the
very
whole-
minimal strategy. Like you can follow some strategy or whatever, but it's still so
Yeah.
It's
up in the air.
RNG.
You
It's
never-
literally RNG.
all
Like there's no
RNG.
such thing as like a hot streak. There's no such thing as like anything. Like black popping up on roulette 10 times in a row isn't a fucking hot streak. It's RNG. Literally, like there's no other way to slice it. So it's just like in my head, I was like, I already lost the money. Like in my head, that $200 is already gone. I think it'd be number one, if I win the money, if it lands on black or red and I double it, that's fucking dope. I actually get a lot of money. If I lose it all, it's a funny story. Either way, I'm winning here. I'm not that mad about it. Like, you know, obviously.
Yeah. I mean,
obviously
technically, you
the
only
money's
lost $200.
nice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the money would be cool. It'd be fun. I don't know. Probably would have took Jared on like a golf trip.
But then
or
you
some
just come
shit,
home
but
and
I
do a
was
raid
just
ad.
yeah, he's
like,
a little. Yeah, I mean, it's just like I don't know. It was whatever, but it's just so funny. I don't know. To me, it was just like it's a win-win. Either I have a fucking hilarious story about losing twice on black then red, the safest fucking bets you can do on roulette, I think. Anyway, and then losing that twice after hitting two of the rarest. It's just like I don't know. To me,
that's actually insane.
Dude, it was
that
nuts.
you hit that
Like,
twice.
that's nuts.
His friends on the first time they were freaking out. The second time they were losing it, and even the lady, like, because it was similar to what McNasty did, where it's like there's a bunch of the computers went so we could all play because there wasn't enough room at the regular roulette table. So it was one of the ones where you like put it down and then the lady like drops the ball in and then there's a camera. Even the lady that did that, I know they're supposed to be pretty neutral, but even she was just like, "Oh my god!" Like she was laughing. Yeah, she was
that. Or like
she was laughing and just like, oh my god, that's wild. And then when I lost it twice, she just laughed her ass off at me and said, "Have a good night."
That she's seen
like,
a lot
"Yep."
of.
Yeah,
she's
and I was
used
like,
to.
all right, well, I'm out. See you later. But yeah, that was probably one of the fucking wildest gambling experience I've ever had, and I lost it all. But that's okay because it was fun, and now I've remonetized it on the Goons podcast, so it all comes around.
Let's go.
It's crazy how in Vegas, if you start winning big, they can like kick you out, like ask you to leave.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
it's
if you
fucking
lose
wild.
all your money,
They just
it's
come
like,
again.
sorry,
Back to
that's
the lobby.
That's Vegas. That's
Then you
Vegas
get
for
free
you.
rooms, you get free voucher play.
Free.
Yeah, well,
free.
I mean, it's like his, so Jared's parents like have I don't know what the thing is at Caesars, but it's the same company that owns the Caesars in Vegas, and I think there's only 2 or 3 of them maybe, but like they will
Just pop
literally.
chapstick. Sorry,
Yep. Chapstick.
Oh yeah, he's chapping up.
I didn't
But
know it was a chapstick kind
yeah,
of
they'll literally give them like a free room for like a week, and again
Damn.
free, and they just will give you the room and hope that you just go gamble for the full week. Like,
Come and
it's
stay
fucking-
above our casino. Yeah.
And people literally do that. It's crazy. Like
Yeah.
the go-to thing in our city would be like if you are like having a anniversary night or whatever and you just want to stay somewhere that's not your parents' house when you're younger, you'd go like stay at the casino. And like Danielle and I used to always go stay at the casino, and like we'd be walking in from drinking at like 2 a.m. You'd see somebody at one of the slots. Next morning at 10 a.m. you'd come down to get breakfast, still the same person at that slot.
Yeah, still
It's just
there,
like,
like
dude,
bloodshot
what is
eyes.
wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like your kids are hungry. Go home. Take care of them. Say hi to your family. It's fucking insane how like addicted people get to gambling. It's wild.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. You can always tell the people who are there to try to make like their living too, because they're so
Yeah.
depressed and they're like
Yeah.
hanging their head and shame and shit at the table, and
Yeah.
as opposed to the people who are just like, I've got $500, I'm spending
Or
it
just-
this weekend no
yeah,
matter
just
what.
Hammered and throwing down their money on shit.
Yep.
Yeah, just having fun. That's the mentality you gotta have. Is just
Exactly.
have fun.
Yeah.
Like there was a guy when I was dressed up as a hot dog in Boston, that was like,
Sentence is
we
so
were-
crazy.
What a starting sentence.
What a wild time.
there was a guy there, and I was at the virtual blackjack table or whatever, because all the real tables were like pretty much taken up, and I didn't feel like just
Especially when you're in a
waiting
hot
to,
dog
like-
suit.
Yeah, and I also didn't want to jump in, because some people get mad when you like jump into a game or
Yeah.
whatever. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do the virtual thing. And I'm like sitting there at it, and this guy to the right of me was like, I guess he lost some money, and he's like fucking banging his hand. He's like holding his head. I'm
God,
like, bro, you need to go home.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you
that's-
actually
you have
need
a
to go
problem.
home. Yeah.
Yeah, that's if you're that upset, like you probably gambled money you shouldn't have gambled.
Yeah, you need to.
you-
You need to leave.
Do you guys ever have the dealers? Because I look young as hell. I'm like 12 in the face.
Yeah.
And like, do you ever have the dealers ask you like, what do you do for a living? Like, why are you here? Because I always play high limit, like
Oh
blackjack.
hell yeah.
So I went there yesterday, And every single time. What?
I'm shocked.
Try to hold your surprise. But no, but like without fail, every time I go into high limit, the dealer's always like, "So what do you do for a living?"
I sell drugs. You just tell me you're a little porn star. You're like, you should be like, hey, have you ever seen that ad of the guy getting like helicoptered above the 6'8" woman? I'm the guy. That's me.
I run guns for ISIS. Go ahead and deal for me.
I'm the one that sells ISIS all their beat down Toyota pickup trucks.
You know the what's that guy's name that we traded the lesbian for? The dealer of death or whatever?
Yeah,
Merchant of Death.
the
Merchant of Death. Yeah, he's my uncle.
John. Yeah.
Yeah, we should start telling people, like, when people ask about our jobs, we should just try and give them the worst answer ever, like the most evil villain type job ever.
I would rather do that.
FBI investigates you.
Like, I prevent water getting to Africa. That's my job.
Well, it's because then it's
I
almost like
shoot down the
little...
planes that send the food.
I've actually caused all droughts in Africa.
Yeah.
I feel like that's actually somehow not as bad as being a YouTuber, explaining a YouTuber.
Yeah, for real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's
in
what
Vegas,
I
I
was
said
gonna
I was
say.
a YouTuber, and it was weird.
No, don't
Yeah,
do
because
that.
I made the mistake yesterday of telling them, like,
People always just have like a million questions.
If you ever want like
run
an
in
easy
YouTube
out
circles.
answer, just say like, yeah, I
Tell
do
me, editor.
advertising on the internet. No, advertising on the internet. And
advertising,
they're like, oh, nobody fucking cares about advertising.
Yeah,
It's like at the end
there
of the day,
was-
that's really our job title. We just advertise shit.
There was this like older Chinese dad that was the only other guy in this entire room, and and he heard me talk about YouTube, and his
Bruh.
ears perked up, bro, and he's like, "Oh, dude, my two sons are trying to do YouTube," and I was like, "Oh,
no.
here we go."
Tell them to stop.
So I wound up having like the hour-long like mentor YouTube conversation. Bless you, baby.
Thank you.
And
Gabe.
and he was telling me about how like his kids make meme compilations and how one channel
no.
stole their meme compilation and it's got
Oh,
like
no.
millions of views, and I'm thinking I've probably reacted to it.
Was
I
it
didn't tell him that, but
was
Yeah,
it the
it's probably
Dallas
me.
Soup channel?
that's probably
Some
them.
dumb fucking
There's a-
redneck and his
There's a
dumb
stupid
fucking
fucking
redneck
redneck
friend.
named Soup. I hate him. My two sons are trying to kill him.
But yeah, I need to come up with like a better alibi for what I
Yeah,
do.
just say you're in
'cause-
advertising and nobody will ever ask a question because nobody gives a fuck about advertising.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fair.
Unless
I would
you
just
feel
say
explaining it.
oh yeah, I have a part-time job at McDonald's, and you're just like betting like $1,000 a hand.
Yeah.
Gambling fun. Do it more.
Good
everyone.
times. Fun gambling moments with the goons. Yeah, I think it would be. We still all need to go to Vegas. I feel like that would be
100%.
fucking and wild.
Wherever
I'd
we
love to
meet up,
see
there
people
needs to
throw
be
all his money away.
casinos.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
A necessity.
you guys can
I'm
come
not
here.
going
we
unless-
got casinos and Detroit, so those can mix well, right? Surely.
Oh,
Gamble
that's
your
badass.
money, gamble your life.
Yeah,
Gambling
see?
all around.
Yeah, that's y'all love gambling. We go gamble in Detroit, bro.
The real high limit table is in Detroit.
Just a table in the middle of 8 Mile outside. All right. Anyway, Soup, do you want to do the outro?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thank you.
All right. No, that's
Okay, that was good.
See you later. That was a
Bye.
Code Goons for G subs. Go buy you a damn cricket bar, boy.
Go
Get
buy
you
a
a damn
cricket
cricket bar.
They are actually delicious. They are very, very good.
Eat crickets and overdose on caffeine with Code Goons. We don't ask for much.
Just that you die.
That's asking,
That's about
that's
it.
asking quite a lot, actually.
Just that you put your health at risk. Goodbye.
All right. See you later.
Bye.